crossing over into Iowa. Got a bridge here for you. Lots of water. They had a cool sign back there welcoming us to Clinton, Iowa. This is the Mississippi River. Quite a bit narrower than what I'm used to seeing, but we are a lot farther north than usual. Alright, so again, the fine civil engineers have made it easy for us to cross over the big waterway. So now we're in Iowa, and I'm going to be making a turn up here in a little bit. Okay, more later. Okay folks, so I'm here at my shipper, but they don't allow any pictures or videos, I assume, to be taken. So I've never picked up here before, but I've scaled in and I'm to the loading bay. I just walked in and checked in again and got further instructions. So he told me to pull into door 12, and I got to go into the third bay. They got 3 loading bays, and I'm getting one 20-foot piece of sheet steel that weighs about, I don't know, 20,000 pounds. So as flatbedders go, this is going to be a pretty light load. So I just wanted to explain that, because I can't really show you anything. Kind of a tight door there. Alright, so and you got to wear long sleeves, hard hat, safety glasses. I just took my hard hat and safety glasses off to talk to you for a moment, because you don't want to wear that stuff if you don't have to. Alright, so anyway, that's what's going on. I'll try to show you the load later. Alright guys, so loaded, secured, getting out of here. Looks like TMC has a big operation here. They have a preload lot over here to the right with a lot of trailers, and I've seen a lot of drivers coming in and out. Must be a good account for them. So this goes to Tulsa, and GPS says it's a 10.5-hour drive. So I'll probably drive 5 or so hours this evening and finish it up tomorrow. Probably get there, you know, lunchtime-ish tomorrow. So that's what's up. Okay folks, quick update from the road. Still in Iowa on I-80 heading west. Then once we get to Des Moines, we'll be heading south. But you can see some of these big wind turbines. They're all over. I can see them in both directions off in the distance. But wanted, you know, some people probably never seen these. We don't have these in my part of the country, at least not that I've seen. But out here in the plains, they're quite common nowadays. But there they are. I don't know exactly how they work. Where does all the energy they're producing go? cable to some sort of battery storage facility somewhere. I don't know, I'm guessing. If you know how it works, throw a comment. But there's a lot of them out here. Alright folks, more later. Okay guys, I want to show you this load real quick. I got a 20-foot sheet of steel that's about 3 inches thick. So I got 4 chains over the top using edge protectors, over center binders. And I built the bulkhead here. And let me show you. Now, if you guys have been through training class recently, this is not really how they teach you to do this stuff. What they probably taught you is to put a cross chain over the front and maybe 1 chain over the back to stop forward motion. And I tried to do that at first, but I decided not to, because you'll notice they got 4 timbers under this load, and this is the way they set it up. They're not going across the trailer, they're going parallel with the trailer. So when I tried to get my cross chain put through here, you know, it was making contact with the timber, and I didn't like that, so I just went with 4 across the top and then put the bulkhead here. So not exactly how you would see this in the training bays at Maverick, but this is what we did. You know, if they had to put these timbers crossways, then I would have been able to get my my X chains in the front and the back. But anyway, that's how I did that. Pretty simple load, no tarp. It delivers in Tulsa tomorrow. So that's what we got going on. See you tomorrow. Well, folks, it's Thursday morning. I've been driving for about 30 minutes. I'm on I-30, well, I was on I-35 South, but they had a fire truck in the road diverting all the traffic off onto this little road here for about 6 miles. Hopefully that's all it is. I'm about I don't know, like 90 miles north of Kansas City. Remember, I got this load going to Tulsa. So you just never know what you're gonna run into. But yeah, they had a fire truck forcing everybody off the freeway. I don't even know the name of the little town, but this highway, I think it's Highway 36, is supposed to dump us back out onto I-35 South here in about 3 miles. Hopefully that's long enough to get us around the wreck or whatever's happened. All right, more later. All right, folks. Hey, we're still in Kansas, and I'm driving a detour. I was on 169 heading south, you know, left Kansas City, and got to a point where they said the road was closed 16 miles ahead, so they forced us off onto this road. We're going over in about 5 miles. We're going to hit 75 heading south. So I don't know, it's probably a good 25 or 30 mile detour, I'm kind of guessing. So that's no good. don't get paid for detouring. Anyway, been raining a lot. This is Owl Creek. I just heard on the radio that, you know, they had a couple of tornadoes down in southern Oklahoma, North Texas last night. So glad I'm not going that far south into Oklahoma. Remember, I'm just going to Tulsa with this load, and then from there probably Fort Smith. But anyway, yeah, we got a detour. And you can see it's rained a lot. Everything's wet up here. All the fields, very muddy. Alright guys, more later. Okay folks, I'm about to pull into the property here at my customer in Tulsa, a place called Valmont Industries. Thank goodness the notes in the system were accurate, because the company GPS was sure not accurate. Oh boy. So let me just pull over here. I don't see any signs about shipping or receiving, so before I get too far in here, let me find out where they want me. Okay, so I went into this building on the right. You know, it's probably lunchtime, but I did find one guy who told me to pull on up, and I should see a little building over here on the left. Where I could check in. So just, yeah, that might be an entrance for me to drive into. I can't really tell yet. So I'm going to pull on up past this, about where this flatbed is, to my left, and go in and see what they want me to do. Maybe this fella walking here can tell me. Okay, so that fella walking there told me to pull on up into this lane. And I can see this little shack up ahead now, says incoming material. So that sounds like a place I need to be. I'll stop here and see what's up. Okay guys, so I pulled into here. You know, I came in from over there. This is kind of a dead-end street, and I'm assuming I'll go in there and get unloaded, but I guess the guy that I need to talk to is still at lunch. But just to remind you, here's what we got. 20-foot sheet of steel that's probably 2.5 inches thick, I would say. So that's what we got. So let me see if I can get unloaded. Okay guys, so the guy got my paperwork. He's sitting right there in that office, and they're pulling out that flatbed there, and so I can pull into where he was. And I asked the guy what they use this product for, and he said they'll do a lot of stuff to it, you know, process it, thin it down, and they make big like the base to a big post or light pole or whatever, like that one over there on that trailer. So that's what they mostly do here. All right, let me pull in. All right folks, let's pull into this place. The guy that's gonna unload me is right here to the left. He said he'd be the one unloading me. He's got my paperwork right now. So And then he said we would turn to the left out that other end and just head on back out to the main street. He said all the streets are about the same. They're all very narrow. This plant's just sitting back here in a neighborhood basically. So he said there's not a street that's any better or worse than another one. All right, let me get positioned. Okay guys, so here you go. Well, I guess we're going to use this over here. So there it is. Alright, so it looks like he's got a hook on one end and a magnet on one. This is my friendly unloader, Eldred. Never seen a contraption like this. So after he gets it off of there, I'll have 4 boards to put up, and then I'll be gone. He's already given me the paperwork. So it looks like he's got 1 magnet and then 2 clips. So he's just gonna put a hook on each side there in the back, and then a magnet in the front. That's different. There we go. Thanks, Eldred.
Have a good one.
Appreciate it. All right, there you go. That's what's left. All right, guys, I just got a deadhead order to Fort Smith, so that's where we're going next. All right. Let's see if we can make this turn out of here. Man, it's been raining all day, off and on, storming. Whoops. I'll let this guy come on. We got a forklift guy coming by here, hauling 2 forklifts. You'll see him in a second. There you go. All right, man, you just have to wonder how some of these places, I gotta back up. Hang on. All right, well, oh my goodness. As I was saying, some of these places are just not made for trucks. I mean, I could barely make the turn out of this place. I mean, getting the trailer out of the doorway back there. Goodness gracious. All right, so we're in the free now. Okay.